In the heart of Lagos, Nigeria, where the cacophony of market traders filled the air, 18-year-old Adeobi navigated her daily grind. Her life was a series of unending responsibilities, hawking roasted groundnuts on busy streets, scrubbing floors in the homes of the wealthy, and ensuring her younger siblings had food to eat and clothes to wear. Despite her struggles, Adeobi carried a quiet dignity and a dream of escaping the cycle of poverty that had gripped her family for generations. Adeobi was known in her neighborhood for her beauty, intelligence, and resilience. Her caramel-toned skin glowed under the Lagos sun, her almond-shaped eyes sparkled with optimism, and her ever-ready smile endeared her to everyone. But beneath her cheerful demeanor lay a young girl yearning for love, stability, and a partner to share her burdens. One fateful afternoon, while selling her wares in a bustling marketplace, Adeobi met Emeka. He was a tall, confident man in his early 20s, dressed in a crisp white shirt that seemed out of place in the dusty market. Emeka was a local mechanic with big dreams, but his smooth-talking charm and infectious confidence made him stand out. When he bought a pack of groundnuts from Adeobi and struck up a conversation, she found herself drawn to him. Over the next few months, Emeka and Adeobi became inseparable. He would walk her home after her long days of hawking, often carrying her basket of unsold goods. They spent hours talking about their dreams. Adeobi wanted to own a small shop where she could sell provisions, while Emeka spoke passionately about his plans to travel abroad and start an import-export business. "You and I are meant to build a future together, Ada," Emeka would often say, his deep voice filled with conviction. "When I make it big, you'll never have to hawk again. I promise." Adeobi's heart swelled with hope and love. She believed Emeka's words with all her heart, seeing in him the partner who could lift her out of poverty. She began to dream of a life where she wouldn't have to struggle daily, where she could give her future children the opportunities she never had. One evening, as they sat under the mango tree near her family's compound, Emeka shared his ambitious plan. He had found a way to secure a visa and travel to Europe, where he believed he could make a fortune. The only obstacle was the money needed for the trip. "Adeobi, you're the only one I can trust," he said, taking her hands in his. "If you can help me raise the money, I promise I'll come back for you. We'll get married, and I'll take care of you and our future family." Blinded by love and trust, Adeobi agreed. She intensified her efforts to save money, taking on more cleaning jobs and working late into the night. She even sold her mother's treasured jewelry, a family heirloom, to contribute to Emeka's travel fund. During this time, their relationship deepened, and Adeobi discovered she was pregnant. Though initially scared, Emeka reassured her, "Our child will be a symbol of our love," he said, holding her close. "Once I succeed abroad, I'll return, and we'll be a family." When their son, Chibuzo, was born, Adeobi was overjoyed. She named him after Emeka's late father, believing this act would strengthen their bond. But just 3 months after Chibuzo's birth, Emeka announced that the time had come for him to leave. He promised to stay in touch and send money as soon as he was settled. Adeobi bid him farewell with tears in her eyes, unaware that she was saying goodbye to the man she loved for the last time. Weeks turned into months, and months into years. At first, Emeka sent a few letters, filled with vague updates and promises of a brighter future. Then, the letters stopped altogether. Adeobi's inquiries yielded no answers, but whispers in the community suggested Emeka had married a wealthy woman abroad and was living a life of luxury. Heartbroken but determined, Adeobi threw herself into raising Chibuzo. She worked tirelessly, often skipping meals to ensure her son had enough to eat. Her love for him became her driving force, and she vowed to give him the opportunities she never had, even if it meant sacrificing her own dreams. 7 years later, Adeobi had managed to enroll Chibuzo in a good school, thanks to her relentless hard work. Life was still difficult, but she was proud of what she had achieved as a single mother. Her quiet existence was shattered one afternoon when she heard a knock at her door. Standing on her doorstep was Emeka, now a wealthy man dressed in expensive clothes and exuding an air of arrogance. "Adeobi," he said, stepping inside without invitation, "I've come for my son." His words hit her like a thunderbolt. "What did you just say?" she asked, her voice trembling with anger. "You heard me," Emeka replied coldly. "Chibuzo is my son, and I have every right to him. I can give him a better life than you ever could." Adeobi's fury boiled over. "You abandoned us, Emeka. For 7 years, I struggled to raise him on my own while you lived in comfort with another woman. You have no right to come here and make demands." Emeka was unfazed. "I'm his father, Adeobi. I've come to take him, whether you like it or not." The matter quickly escalated into a legal battle. Emeka used his wealth to hire top lawyers, painting Adeobi as an unfit mother who couldn't provide a stable life for their son. Adeobi, with no money for legal representation, was supported by a kind-hearted community advocate who believed in her cause. The courtroom was tense as both sides presented their arguments. Adeobi detailed Emeka's abandonment and her sacrifices to raise Chibuzo, while Emeka claimed he was merely trying to give his son a better future. The judge, torn between the two sides, decided to hear from Chibuzo himself. The 7-year-old boy stood before the court, his small frame trembling but his voice steady. "My mommy is my everything," he said, looking directly at the judge. "She loves me, takes care of me, and works very hard. I don't want to leave her. I don't even know that man." Chibuzo's words moved everyone in the courtroom, including the judge, who saw the genuine bond between mother and child. The judge ruled in Adeobi's favor, citing Emeka's abandonment and the emotional well-being of the child as critical factors. Emeka left the courtroom in silence, his arrogance replaced by regret. Adeobi returned home with Chibuzo, her heart filled with relief and gratitude. Though the scars of Emeka's betrayal remained, she felt empowered by the victory and the support of her community. Over the years, Adeobi's resilience paid off. She started a small business selling provisions, which grew into a thriving enterprise. Chibuzo excelled in school, inspired by his mother's unwavering determination and love. As for Emeka, he faded into the background, a reminder of a painful chapter in Adeobi's life. She had survived his betrayal and emerged stronger, proving that true love and sacrifice could overcome even the deepest wounds. Adeobi's story became a beacon of hope in her community, inspiring other women to fight for their rights and never give up on their dreams, no matter the challenges they faced.